Hello, this is Annalisa from Faith Dream Create, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome for the first time. This is a part of a video hop called How Does Your Garden Grow? And April is National Garden Month. So we are bringing you garden projects and flowers and all of that. So stay tuned and follow along for so many creative projects. So for my project, and I will be creating a card, and I'm going to be using this stencil from Picket Fence Studios, and it is called Flowers in a Heart. So before I ink up that stencil, I'm just going ahead and creating the background with some Distress Oxide inks here on my card base. And I am using the Cottontail blending brushes from the Rabbit Hole Designs, and I just really love how they work. They blend everything on smoothly, and they are just super nice to handle. So that is why I'm using that brush. And then I'm going to take some water and just splatter it onto the background so that the oxide inks react, and it gives me a little bit more interest in the background, and it's not just pink and flat. And it will turn out really cool as I keep going with the stencil. So once that was all done, I just went ahead and brought out my heat tool so that I could move on with my project right away and keep going. And then here is the stencil, and I did go ahead and use some pixie spray off camera so that this stencil would not move around. And while I ink this up and blend it all together with more Distress Oxide inks, I'm just going to go ahead and mention a little bit more about the hop. So the next person will be linked down below in the description box right away. The first thing you see will be the next person in the link. Will be the next person with the link. And there is also a hashtag for this hop. So if you do miss some videos along the way, or you just want to see them all up front and go through the list, that's totally fine too. So the hashtag is hashtag Garden of Crafts. So you're going to see a whole lot of different videos about gardening and flowers. So definitely check out the hashtag or the link in the description box and hop along with us, because you hopefully will be inspired along the way, and we would love it if you gave us a thumbs up and commented down below. And also just subscribe to our channels if you like what you're seeing, so that you can come back for more inspiration when we post more videos. We would love that. We are so happy that you are here today hopping along with us. And there may be prizes along the way on each individual channel, and they will have information about that there. So moving on back to the card. So I was going to add some sparkle, but the sparkle pen was reacting with the oxides as they weren't dry yet. So instead I pulled out some mica powders from Michael's, and I'm using the clear, and I just sprayed it on, and it did react a tiny bit with the oxides, but not as much as the sparkle pen. So this was definitely a better alternative to add that sparkle and shine to this card. So once that was all done, I brought in a paper towel to just make sure that some of the excess was off and just kind of flatten out that shine. And you're going to see just how sparkly that is. How fun is that? Can never have too much sparkle. So also want to mention that all the supplies that I use will also be listed down below in the description box. If you are curious about the colors I used and want a close-up of those, you can always find links down below in the description box. And so the paper towel is coming in now to just dab off some of that sparkle just in case. And then I'm going to go ahead and work on the sentiment and just the finishing touches. So this is the On the Edge die from Simon Says Stamp, and it is the thank you on the edge die. And I'm just using my Sizzix Sidekick machine to quickly cut this out. And then I went ahead and trimmed it out from the paper a little bit because I put it in the middle. And then I'm going to adhere that on the center of the card. Alrighty, so there is the thank you die. And there it is going into the center of the card. I love how the black pops on all the pinks and the different colors. Just using some liquid glue that I have in my collection to do this, and making sure that I didn't have a lot of it oozing out, so just kind of dabbing it on with my fingers and spreading it that way. I have a hard time with liquid glue, but this was like the only way to really put this tiny little die work, but that is okay. That sentiment is on there. So then I'm going ahead and just finishing up the card with some sequins. I had a really hard time deciding what to do with the finishing touches, but I went with this sequence and just added some clear and pink clear and just that really vibrant pop of pink just to finish off the edges and just add a little bit more and add some dimension to this card as well. And I'm using the Marvy jewel pick here to get those on with the liquid glue. And I just really love how it turned out with the sparkle in the background and that pop of black with all of the pinks and greens. And it's simple but elegant, and a little bit of the garden coming to the recipient. A very simple thank you card, but with a lot of fun. So that is going to finish off the card for today, and you will see the sparkle and shine here in a second. But thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you are not already. And definitely check out the link to the next person in the hop and also the hashtag that will also be listed down below. There is the sparkle and shine. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video that I post. Bye for now.